Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. Yes, it's Monday, a start of a new week. I certainly hope you had a wonderful weekend, and which I did. And let's get started, okay? So first, put your two hands together, going to the front, toward your right side, toward yourself, left and front. So you go all the way around. By the way, in case this is first time you're taking this free lesson, my name is Violet, and I will demonstrate all the movements, both at sitting and standing position. So sometimes I may go a little bit closer to you so you can see better, and sometimes I will demonstrate sideways for you. And now go the other direction. We human beings are funny, and at least I am. I'm not symmetric, and so sometimes one side is easier to do than the other side. Good. I see so many people join the class now, and some of you are sharing the class on Facebook, and every time you share, I get a pop-up. Thank you so much for doing that. Okay, let's go one more. Good. Now stretch. Good. And now bring the hands to yourself. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck. You bring your two hands together, see both palms facing each other, then you turn the palms down and circle on the side. And this is a horizontal elbow rotation. If you look at sideways, you come to the front and bring to yourself. To the front and bring to yourself. Good. Keep going. And if you're standing, you can gently shifting your body weight right and left. And if you're sitting, and just make sure you really turn your palms, turning the silk. Yes. Okay. Let's go for two more. Here's one and two. Good. And the next one, your right arm up. Yes, this is your right here. I'm a mirror image you, okay? Now, using your shoulder, not using your arm, going forward and down. Go slow, okay? Don't just drop your arm like that. And sometimes you can injure yourself by dropping. You want to have control and use the shoulder to control the arm movement and go all the way around very thoroughly. Good. And if you go to standing, yeah, the same way. And now reverse, brushing through your ear. Can you brush your ear, your right ear? Good. Keep going. Feel the stretch. Good. Good, 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 good. Okay. One more. And switch, change side. Going forward. Hello. You see my little planter? Our friends back in St. Louis gave us this nice planter. They say, well, we thought you probably don't see anything green, so they're very sweet and sent us this nice planter. Okay, let's go for one more. And now reverse, brushing through your ear. Okay. Last one. Good. And now, gentle fist. Turn to your right side, twice the left side. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 2. Keep going. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, stop. Good. And next one, and gentle fist, relax your shoulder. You don't want to be like that, okay? Relax, yes. And 1, 2. Now hands facing up, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Really pull your arms back. See it? Yes. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Four, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stop. Good. And now, rubbing your 2 hands together. Good. And now, massage your neck, going back and forth, and doing circular motion. That will be good too. And now, hands down, and keep your upper body upright, okay? And gently lower your head. Feel the stretch in the back of your neck. Just hold it, hold it, hold it. Up center, curl your head to right shoulder. Center, left shoulder. Center. Look at ceiling. Center. Over your right shoulder. Center. Left shoulder. Center. And now you lower your head, circle to your right, back, left, and down. Make sure your shoulders do not move. You only rotate your neck. And sometimes you may hear popping noise like I am hearing now. That's good. And now reverse to your left, back, right, and down. Keep going. Last time, left, back, right, and down. So I think last week I mentioned when we're doing the neck exercise, it's not only good for the neck itself, and actually it helps to open up the channels and bring up the energy and the blood and to the brain. So actually, and it's for the brain health as well. So do that often, okay? And very nice. And the next, rubbing your 2 hands together. Hi, okay. Good morning, everyone. Okay. And now, massage your kidneys. Now keep your head suspended using your hip and circle your hip all the way around. And if you're sitting, it is harder to do, but still do it. Keep going. And last one. Now reverse. Very good. Oh wow, keep popping. Yeah. More and more people sharing. This is wonderful. Thank you. Last time. Good. Hands together. Yay, generate the warmth or the heat. More health, more health. And now massage your knees. And so the chair is in my way. Okay, and now you gently circle your knees outward and keep going. If you're sitting, pick up your heels. Okay, now looks like you cannot see my feet. You just have to trust me. Pick up your heel, you can do that. Now reverse. Good. Well, there's always decision have to make right. And if I'm closer to the camera, so you can see the details better. But then you lost the feet or the head, right? Yeah. It would be nice if I get some professional help and they can have multi-cameras. And no, I'm just dreaming. It's not going to happen. And okay, and the next one, oh yes, we're going to do the front lunges. Let me demonstrate for you sideways. And let me tilt the screen down a little bit, camera, so you can see the leg work. Okay, so make sure your right knee either stay above your ankle or behind. And using your right hand, push your hip forward, and you kind of go downward pulsing. Okay. And if you're sitting, bring the knee to your chest. Good. Keep going. Very good. Now switch. Now left foot in the front. Again, you do downward pulsing, not forward pushing, okay? Downward pulsing. And you're sitting. Good. Next, we're going to do so-called side lunges. So you open your legs wide, and as wide as you can handle, then shift your body weight to your right side. But don't turn your back. Body square, facing the front. And you do pausing. And then you're sitting. Okay. Using your right hand, gently press your right knee down. Little pausing. Very good. Okay. And now switch. And so you do the left side lunges. And good. And now kick from behind. Just shake loose. Relax. When you're standing, the same way. And if you're standing, you can walk around. Okay, say hello, friends. How are you? Good. And next, you place your right toes in the back. You rotate your ankle. You're sitting, pick up your right leg. You do ankle rotations as well. Now, reverse. Cool. Switch, left toes in the back. And pick up your left leg. Okay. Now, reverse. Good. And now couple of legs, relaxing the toes. Go down the legs, padding, and then pat your butt. Good. And outside your butt. And go down outside your knees as you're padding. Keep going, keep standing. And 3 mile point for stomach. Keep going. Okay, and your And now inside, 三阴交, keep going up, inside your knees, ocean of blood. Okay, good. So next, let's do 8 sections of brocade, but let me take a sip first. Yeah, this is nice. This says V, right? That's my alma mater, Vanderbilt, and also V for Violet. So it goes both ways. Okay, so if you're standing, feet together, and now left foot to the side, and round the hands to the front. Okay, and slowly inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last time. Inhale and exhale. Now bring hands together, flip palms up, and stretch. Look at ceiling. Now look straight and move arms further back and open. Hands together, flip, push up, look straight, and open. Good. 两手托天立三交 both hands pushing toward the sky. It's great for the health of the spine, shoulders, lower back, and triple one. Good. And the next one, if you're standing, open your legs wide, but make sure your toes do not fan out like that. Bring your toes in, okay? Can you see that? Yeah. So both feet kind of parallel to each other, arms crossed, and they're touching at the wrist. Now slowly pull your arms apart, left elbow straight, right elbow bend to the side, not to the back, okay? To the side. And you turn your head, look at the left index finger. Now you open right and cross and pull. If you want to squat down, you can do that. But if you squat down, make sure your body maintains in the middle, and also your body does not lean forward. Okay. 左右开弓四射雕 bow and arrow on either side is great for the health of the lungs and the heart. Good. One more set. Nice. Relax now. And now slowly bring your left hand up, passing your head, you twist. And right hand twist and pressing down. Good. Bring both together. Now right up, left down. Good. Together, you can bend your knees slightly and then stretch. Good. 调理脾胃虚丹举 This is great for the health of your stomach and spleen. And make sure your lower hand is totally flat. Sometimes people tend to do like this. No, really flat. Gently pressing down. Good. Okay. Let's finish it up on the right side. Good. Now both hands down. Open your arms and now, okay, now turn your body, look at left and back and open, look at right and back. Do not turn your body, only turn your head. Very good. This is great for the health of the liver, the digestive tract, and it can also help to get rid of fatigue. Nice. Next one, if you're standing, open your legs wide and the hands on your thigh. If you're sitting, bring your legs out, 45-degree angle. Okay, not too wide, but 45-degree angle. Make sure your knees stay either above or behind your hip. And place your hands on your knees and keep your upper body upright. Now have straight back and go down. Swing your head from the right knee to left knee and circle. In case you get dizzy doing that, then you can just skip this one, okay? Or you don't go as low as I'm doing it, that's fine too. 摇头摆尾去心火. This can help to bring down the inflammation in the body. Good. Okay. And the next one, bring your feet in, arms up and down with the palms. Bring the hands to the back where kidneys are. And now keep your legs straight if you are standing. And round your hands behind the legs as you bend forward and down, okay? So now touching the heels, touching the toes. Move out to the ears and coming up. And you can do this sitting with the palm to the back, round the hand behind the legs. Last week we talked about that if people have severe osteoporosis and they need to be careful. So it may not be, how should I say, advisable if they are standing and bending down. And if that's the case, they can do sitting so you don't bend as much. And if sitting like this still feel like risky, then you can do, a few things as I demonstrate. You can put your legs up while you go here, but round the hands behind. So you don't bend as much, or you can keep your upper body upright. And the key is round the hands behind the legs and then touch the heel, the toes, move to up, okay? So you do have options, and just try it. Good. And the important part is check with your doctor and make sure it's totally safe for you to do. Thank you. And this exercise is great for the health of the kidneys. And the important part, like I say, doesn't matter you're doing sitting, standing, and round the hands behind the legs, and also using your mind and feel your energy travel down and the leg and running behind your legs. Okay, thank you. So next one, if you're standing, first everyone bend your thumbs, 4 fingers wrap around, bring the weight, the fist to your waist, and you're standing. You can do a high stand, but keep your knees softly bent, medium stand or low stand. And now right fist up, open, turn, making a fist and in. Your eyes open wide and staring at the screen and beyond. Good. Keep going. This is an eye exercise as well. So really open your eyes big and wide. 怒目转圈真气力. This one can increase energy level as well as physical strength. Good. Okay. Last one. Up and down. Up, down. So you make sure you bring down the hips naturally without using any force. And do not use control either. So it has a little bounce. Good. And last one. Shake it out. Very good. So, did you participate in the Qigong Global Summit last week? And if you did, you know how great it was. And let's give Sarah Smith a applause. And she worked so hard and put together such a wonderful, wonderful summit and for the world. And it was all free and all together. And for 4 days, she did such a great job. And so we're really indebted to her. And during the summit, and I taught self-healing, and many of you told me you really enjoyed self-healing, and many of you asked me where you can take self-healing. Yes, you can take self-healing lessons here at this free lessons. So I decided maybe today let's do a little bit self-healing. How about that? Before we do self-healing, and some of you probably know that self-healing is really, really the true foundation of Qian style Tai Chi Chuan. And Qian style Tai Chi Chuan is the origin of all style Tai Chi styles. So it should be the focus of all Tai Chi styles. And I know young style Tai Chi, they talk about self-healing, and they do drills as well. And some, they use the principle and the fundamentals of self-healing, but they don't talk much about it. But it doesn't matter which style of Tai Chi Chuan you practice, and you can always improve your skill. And then if you say, well, I just want to practice self-healing itself and not to learn a form, because learning a form requires some kind of commitment. You have to memorize different movements and the sequence and so forth. So you say, oh, no, I don't have the time at this point of my life. That's fine. You can just learn and practice self-healing. It's a great workout for anyone. So, should we start? Okay, let's see. There's more comments. Okay, thank you very much. I don't know why this morning I feel so thirsty. And right now in Las Vegas, it's 74 degrees. And Let's see what's the temperature in my studio. Yeah, it's about 80 degrees. So it's a little warm. Again, you can do this standing and sitting. And let me just start with standing, okay? So everyone, open your legs wide and extend your right arm out. And now fold your right hip joint. See, when I fold my right hip joint, my body naturally just facing the right corner, right? And in Tai Chi Chuan, a lot of times we say turn right, turn left. We don't mean this part, and we don't mean this part, okay? We actually means you're folding your hip joint. So when you fold your hip joint, see your torso turn, and your head, because connected to your torso, so your head turned to this right corner as well. So a lot of time, people read the Tai Chi Chuan classics or reading those any instruction things. And even they read in Chinese and they say turn right and left. People do this, turn right and left, or look right, look left, or they turn like this. This is all wrong. Actually, when they say turn, it's by folding the hip joint. So your body calm and your head calm. And yeah, I know that it's kind of confusing, right? Why don't they just say you fold your hip joint so your body will turn, your head will follow. It may be a little bit long, so it's easy to say turn right and left. So now, and then you fold your right hip joint, and you shift your body weight to your left as you bring your right hip down. Now you fold your left hip joint. See, once you fold your left hip joint, your body will turn and look at the left corner, and you bring your right arm up, you shift weight to your right, and you fold right, shift left, fold left, shift right, fold right. Good. I understand when you look at me from the screen, it looks like my hand is pretty high. Normally your hand, kind of goes through about your nose, how you don't really want to be as high as your eye, then you block your own vision, right? And so you don't want to go too low either. So it's like crossing your nose, that level, that height. There is a saying in Tai Chi Chuan, saying, when we move our arms, our body, and there's not a straight line, and there is not a plane. What that means is if you look at my arms closely, this is actually has like an arc. So it is not a straight line, right? And then with my body, keep folding the quad. So my body is turning in this three-dimensional sphere. So this is not an arc in a flat space. It's actually is three-dimensional. That's what that means. Tai Chi Chuan. There is no straight line, and it's now working on a plane. Good. So when you first start practicing, you can go with high stand, okay? But make sure You don't have your hip out or this way, Always keep your hip line and your shoulder line level, parallel to the ground. So watch what I do, right? It's always parallel to the ground. Okay, you don't want to be like that. So we don't want to be sexy, okay? And you find out a time to be sexy, okay? This is really good for your health. So let's make sure they are level. And believe it or not, and if you go lower just by half inch, your legs will tell you. But gradually, your legs getting really, really strong, and then you can go low. But you don't want to go too low, and then your leg really feel the the strength and can stop. And then your energy will not flow as well. Of course, you gradually lower it. That way, you build up your leg strength. Good. Too bad I cannot really play music. And a couple of times I tried to use music, and then they say, "Well, you're using music." Actually, I was using, those music in the public domain. It's no problem, but then Facebook is telling me, say like, no, 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 no. So, sorry, no music. However, if you practice at home, you just select your favorite music and you put it on, and that'll be nice. Now let's switch. Oh, by the way, the other hand, you have three choices. Either put on your waist or your hip bone or your hip joint. But standard is putting on your waist, but some people feel, it's not as comfortable. And I understand that. So you have choice, at the two other position. So now shift way to your right, fold right, shift to left, fold left, shift right, fold right. You can slowly breathe in and out. Good. Okay. Now let's look a little bit closer as far as your hand shape. And in Chen style, it's called the roof tile hand. In the old day, and or you go to China today, you see some of the building, the roof tile is like a curve, and then lay, one after the other. So this is called roof tile hand. So it's slightly curved, and I really like Master Billy Grill when he was in our class. He taught everybody a good method. I really like it. Bend your elbow, and this is your middle finger. Touch the tip of your elbow, and your hand just open. Fingers open, and around your forearm. You take it out, and this is pretty much your handshake. So you don't want to bend your fingers like that. This is like claw, right? And you want straight, but you don't want to bend backwards, and you don't want to flat. It's the palm is kind of hollow, okay? So the same way with the other hand. Again, the middle finger touch the tip of your elbow, and then you release. So these are the handshake, okay? Of course, with Chen style Tai Chi Chuan, it can get very profound and very complicated. So while you're doing this, you actually, I don't know if you can see me, I'm actually turning my finger. So it's not just the wrist is turning, the fingers are turning as well. So with that, and when you come in, your pinky come in, and then this is called reverse twining. Your thumb go in, and then other follows. And then so when you do twining, the pinky come in and then turn like this. So twining, reverse twining, twining, and reverse twining. And in some other styles, and say Yang style or Chen Manqing style, and then when they do the claw hand, they just like this, go here without turning the palm out, And then they are just different style. And with Chen style, as I said, it's all more complicated. So you have these twining, your fingers twining, your wrist is turning, and believe it or not, actually your shoulders are moving. If you really pay attention to your shoulder, you can feel your shoulder actually is turning. So the silk really, it's not just saying, it's a hand movement. It's your hand, your wrist, your elbow, your shoulder. And now let's look at so-called our hip joint or our quad. See, this is turning right. So it keeps turning. And then it creates that figure 8. So if you can trace how your hip move, you will see that infinitive sign or figure 8 sign. And then that's self-reeling expression in your hip or in your core or in your dantian. Actually, your dantian is making rotation inside as well. And now we talk about fingers, wrist, elbow, shoulder, hip joint, right? And then look at my knee. My knee has subtle movements as well. And then it's also making that small figure 8. You don't want to make it big. Some people are doing like this. Okay, this is looking for trouble. If you're doing this, you can injure your knee. Keep your knee in general the same direction as your toe. Yes, it will have a small movement, and then that's making the self-reeling, right? But you don't want to make it big like this. This is really bad. And I see people do that. Yeah. So, and you can also feel when you're doing that, your ankle is doing the rotation. So it actually is a whole body exercise. Self-reeling is really the whole body exercise. That's why it is the foundation of Tai Chi Chuan. And then once we do this well, and then we can, make our form a lot better because you have that basic training. Easy enough, right? We just did a single arm self-reeling. How about let's do with both hands and both arms. Again, legs open wide, and now right hand at the right corner, left hand down at the dantian, and you fold right hip joint. Now, left hand go up, go out. This is actually a kind of like piercing palm. You go to the corner instead of raising up. It's not raising up. You go out. Okay, you shift and you fold. So both hands go to different direction. Slowly inhale and exhale through your nose. Yes. And with the tip of your tongue, gently touch the roof of your mouth. Very nice. You fold your left, shift right, fold right, shift left, fold left, shift right. Good. Now you are in the zone. You are in the flow. Slowly and gentle. Even though slowly and gentle. Believe it or not, my legs feel burning. Very nice. Good. Let's go for 2 more sets. Here's 1. Here's 2. Good. And let me know if you have any questions. I see there are quite a few comments. Thank you. The summit was wonderful. Okay. Good. Thank you. Thank you for the nice comments. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Okay. So, yeah, taiji disco. And previously I did a standing. Of course, you can do this sitting as well. Right? And then when you sit, you can turn your body, turn left, and now you turn right. Yes. When you sit, you don't do the qua folding, and because you already sit there, you're hindering your hip movement. But still, you can get a great workout by doing this. And oftentimes when I teach self-healing, the first class is, single arm, that's so easy, right? And it's not so easy when you have 2 arms moving at different directions, doing different things. And believe it or not, and even though you're just sitting there, right, because your brain, it has to be present and to do all these movements. It's really great for your brain health. And so do it often. And the next one is the, how should I say, single arm self-healing on the side. If you're standing, again, legs open wide. Let's do your left side first, okay? And so your left hand, inside your left knee. So go out, piercing palm, turn the palm out, or go back. You shift weight to your right, and now you shift weight to your left. And you sit your quad, and you shift weight. You sit the quad on your right, you shift. So it's the same thing, but you do on the side. And make sure you still have a quad sitting, shifting, sitting, shifting. Good. In Chen Star Tai Chi Chuan, this movement is also being used in the routine, and this is called parting the wild horse mane. And it's different than the young style, and you can do, high stand. It doesn't matter, but the important part is weight shifting and quad sitting. See, when I'm doing this, it's not like seesaw, like this. And it just turn, right? By cross sitting, and then see sitting cross and shifting. Good. And then you can, for some people have strong legs, they can do this at different levels. Again, you can gradually train yourself. You don't want to go from here and drop down to this right away. And that's not good at all. And always do everything in a gradual fashion, okay? Little by little. And trust me, little by little, you can really achieve your goal without injury. And now, let's change side and turn your left toes in, right toes out, and then your right hand by the knee and piercing palm, sit cross, and shift weight, sit cross, shift weight, sit, shift, piercing palm. As you're doing the piercing palm, feel the energy in your middle finger. So, I don't know if you ever seen this video clip on YouTube. And Grandmaster Chen Xiaowang, who is the cousin of my teacher, Grandmaster Chen Zhenmei. And one time, he had this, I don't know what you call it, sparring or not exactly. But anyway, he was pushing with a Hercules. And this guy, his name is Long Wu. In China, he eats 10 eggs for breakfast. So he has really huge muscle, big muscle. He could push it like 18-wheeler. And he can use his body slim, SUV, and then the SUV really bad. So the guy's really, really, really powerful and very strong. And Grandmaster Chen Xiaowang that time, I think, was either 70 or 71, and I'm not so sure exact age, but Long Wu is half of his age, actually not even half of his age. So one old man and one young strong guy, and so Long Wu was trying to push Grandmaster Chen Xiaowang. They have a circle drawn, and the circle wasn't too big. And the goal is to see if Long Wu could push Chen Xiaowang out of that circle. And believe it or not, they pushed, I don't know for how many minutes. And Chen Xiaowang just would not move much at all. And he remained in that circle. And then you say, how could that happen, right? From the physics, somebody so strong and somebody could push an 18-wheeler, why could and he pushed Chen Xiaowang. And the thing is, in taiji chuan, a lot of time we are borrowing the energy from somewhere else. And in that case, part of Grandmaster Chen Xiaowang was borrowing the energy from the ground. So when we're doing self-reeling, like this, when I'm shifting my weight to the left side, I'm actually borrowing the energy from the ground and going through, my right foot and pushing me to the left. And I weigh less than 100 pounds. So when I'm doing this, right, this piercing part, the energy of my hand, my finger, coming from here and go to my leg. And it's controlled by my core and expressed in the extremity, in this hand. In this case, it's the right hand, right? So that's how Tai Chi Chuan is done. You need to borrow the energy from the universe and to work into your advantage. And so far we did single arm from self-reeling and double arm from self-reeling, and we did the side one single arm self-reeling or patting the white horseman on both sides. And shall we do something else? We got 4 more minutes. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, and next one. And then your feet together, and then but step your your right foot diagonal out in the front, and now both hands up, and now you shift weight to your right, and it's the right quad, and shift weight to left, the left quad. This is double arm, upward 捋, and from 上捧, 前捧上 捋. The front is how should I say, offensive, and the 捋 is actually defensive movement. 前捧上 with both arms. Good. But the same principle, shift weight, sit quad, shift weight, sit quad. Good. And make sure your shoulders are relaxed. Your whole body is relaxed. Your mind is at ease. Okay? Again, you don't want to be like this. This is just front and back. Remember, we work in the 3-dimensional sphere by turning or setting the quad. Shift, set, shift, set. Good. Last one. Good. Turn your left toes in, bring right foot in. Elbow back. And now your right foot in the front, left foot in the back. Both hands about shoulder height, shoulder width apart. Go to the back. And ward off, roll back, ward off, roll back. Good. 前捧上 Can you feel your core or your dantian is having some kind of rotation? If you do, that's marvelous. Normally takes years of training to reach that stage. Good. Keep going. Let's go for 2 more. Here's 1 and 2. Good. Tap on the legs and I hope you enjoyed today's class, and I went a little bit deeper and as far as Tai Chi Chuan theory and the fundamentals, because I know you have spent your precious time with me. I want to make sure you get as much information as you deserve. And again, and let me know, what do you think? And with your comments and your suggestions, I can make the class better. And if you like it, please share on the Facebook with that little funny sign, and go to the side, the arrow, yeah. And thank you very much for coming. And I see you Wednesday. Oh, by the way, Friday, Cassie Young is going to be here. And Kathy, and she is martial art champions, and she's an expert on traditional Chinese medicine as well as Qigong. And she's going to teach us so-called four-season Qigong, and focus on the lung. And as we know, the fall season is coming all around the corner. It is very important to strengthen the lung functions, and not to mention, in the past week in our country, in the US, and the COVID-19 cases popping up again, and by quite a lot. So we really need to strengthen our lungs. So please do come and take the lesson from Kathy. Thank you very much. Otherwise, I see you Wednesday. Bye.